conspiracy theory because it sells. And it always has. It's sold ever since the 90s. I know I make a lot of wrestling analogies, but let's face it. Stone Cold Steve Austin in any other era would have been a heel. He would have been booed out of any room that he ever went in. But people love to see him go out there and throw middle fingers in the air, drink a bunch of beer, and just kick the shit out of some innocent person. People love to watch it. Well, I like to watch it too as far as professional wrestling goes, but I don't want to watch that in the political arena. I don't want to see one side become infected with that to the point that that's what leads their party, because you know they're not going to get anything accomplished. So we're always going to be sitting here fighting that type of rhetoric. Anytime we're faced with a serious problem that we all need to put our heads together and fix, we've got that to deal with. We've got the Marjorie Taylor Greens walking in there dressed to the hilt to seek heat, dressed to the hilt to agitate and get everybody worked up and to muddy the water. They do that because they have no new ideas. They have no solutions. They only want their way of life to be imposed, and they're only loyal to Donald Trump. But what are they going to do after he's gone? What are they going to do long after Donald Trump's gone? Who's going to pick up that mantle and try to run with it? Are we just going to always sit back and let them just keep going lower and lower and lower? Or are we going to finally stand up? Where are the reasonable people on the Republican side of the aisle? I know they're not all crazy. I know there's a couple out there like Liz Cheney, Mitt Romney. There's a couple who are speaking out and starting to say things. More of them needs to. And all the moderates and independents still sitting back on the fence looking around. Listen, I understand you not wanting to be affiliated with a political party. I felt that way too when I first started off. I used to feel the same way. I was like, well, I don't really want to be associated with either side. I would rather be in the middle. I totally understand it. But we're at a point right now where I can't see how we can be in the middle anymore. I just can't see how because in my mind, it's like, okay, I'm going to step over here to the left with Joe Biden because he's rolling up his sleeves and going to work for this country. I don't want to be associated with that in any way. So when our side screws up, those of us on the left, when we screw up, we'll just take it on the chin and I'll sit here and I'll own it. And I'll say, you know what? We really screwed up right there. But I would much rather let everyone know that I'm not in the middle on this. I'm not sitting on the fence. I'm over here looking back at Donald Trump, looking back at MAGA every day of my life, and I'm calling that bullshit out for what it is. And I will be as long as I'm sitting here in this chair.